What's the deal? What's the deal? PolitiKan The Podcast. We back again. Getting it in, man. The Clippers finna take it all the way until my boy Kawhi Leonard has just been reported with an ACL injury, man. Looks like he's going to the rest of this series, and he might be done for the playoffs, man. It's ugly, man. So, facing Utah right now, man, game 5. I'm hoping that my boy Playoff P shows up for the second time and gets it in, take us to the promised land. I think he could give us a 40-50 ball and get us this victory, man. All we need is one in Utah, and I feel like Playoff P, if he's really the superstar that he says he is, he's going to bring it tonight, man, and bring it home. What's y'all thoughts, man? Do y'all think that Playoff P is back, or is he a fraud?
Well, basically, this is his chance. You know what I'm saying? He had everybody last year that was shitting on him, talking shit because of what was going on, outside the basketball, saying that he don't bring it, he's pandemic P and all this shit. He had all this shit. All these niggas was saying it. Shannon Sharp would call him pandemic P, and everybody ran with it. So this is his chance to show that he is really playoff P. And I think with an epic performance, like a 40-point triple-double or something, maybe 45, and they win, he could kind of establish himself as a respected star if he wins this series without Kawhi. And I think that'll be big for the team anyway, that playoff P get that experience. So I'm hoping he do. I'm rooting for him. I like Paul George, but it's a tall order. So I think this is his chance to prove himself, though.
I agree. I feel like pandemic P, that's a hard one to leave behind, man. It's like he ain't really been, it's like without Kawhi too. Like that's a big bet. That's a big bet. That's what I'm gonna say. If you bet on that, you's a gambler.
Yeah, exactly.
So when I picked out my outfit, I originally wore it without a hat on, right? And then I decided, I forgot what the topic was. We were talking about pandemic P. And what came in my head was, well, let's wear a hat of a team that no longer exists in the NBA to go along with a player that is no longer a superstar in the NBA. It don't matter if Paul George shows up, because the only reason why the Clippers are where they are right now wasn't because of pandemic P. It was because of Kawhi. Y'all struggle with the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks. Okay? Now, you guys were struggling with Utah Jazz. Utah Jazz, Donovan Mitchell is about to put it on y'all because he was just scuffed.
But
he's injured.
Mitchell,
that's injured also. Donovan Mitchell, he's not 100%. He's out there playing on the ankle that he keep injuring and re-injuring. So the chances of him, he's out there at 80%. Okay, but 80% Donovan Mitchell versus playoff P. I go with playoff P, man. The Clippers, this is their time, man. With Harden over there injured,
if y'all even get past Utah,
with Kyrie getting injured over there, the only hurdle it looked like was when we get to the finals, we're gonna lose to Brooklyn, and Brooklyn over there injured, bro. So
you're not even gonna get past. You're not gonna get past if Kawhi don't come back. Y'all ain't gonna get past the Phoenix Suns.
But yes, we are though.
CP3 just was never that nigga. That nigga averaged 28 a game last year. He had an MVP season. Like, playoff P is not sorry, man. He could ball. He was a young nigga in Indiana that was going head to head with LeBron James when he had Wade and Bosh, and he was fucking playing with Roy Hibbert, sorry ass, and who else? David West and Lance Stevenson.
That was before this.
Lance Stevenson.
And he was
out there with Lance Stevenson, bro.
That was before
against LeBron.
Are we talking?
from one of the worst basketball injuries in NBA history, and he's still doing this shit. So I think we get on Paul George too much. Y'all forget he broke his leg very viciously, and he's still coming back and balling.
He's still hooping.
But
I don't feel like he's a driving force to get you a championship.
No, for 2 games.
I like that man.
But can he get us 1 game in Utah? Yeah, I think he can. And that's all we need from him.
But you don't need 1 game in Utah. You need 2 games.
Remember how Shaq fouled out in the finals and Kobe took that 5 minutes? That's all we need. Shaq fouled out. Kobe said, "This is my time to prove everybody I belong here." And what did he do? He came and took the game over at 21 years old. So playoff P, he's been
in the Clippers cannot beat the Phoenix Suns.
Chris Paul is out for 2 weeks.
Exactly. Chris Paul just got put in COVID protocols.
Yeah.
I guess they get tested daily, and Chris Paul tested positive. Well, they can't confirm because of HIPAA regulations. So that's his private medical information. So we can't say that he's.
You taking Paul George over Booker? You taking Paul George over Booker?
Yeah, I'm taking Paul George over Booker. This is Booker's first time in the playoffs, man. He's done it their first time in the playoffs.
Without Chris Paul, I ain't taking Booker. He ain't proved nothing without Chris Paul.
Booker beat the Lakers
with Chris Paul.
Booker beat
so how do y'all?
I love what's my man's name? What's my man's name? I like that guy.
I go by the name of critically acclaimed. You understand me?
Listen to that man. Listen to that man.
I watch the same ESPN you watch.
Thank you, brother.
Come on.
Hey, man, but y'all need to get off playoff P. But what about Chris Paul, man? Every time it seems like he got something going. He was right there finna beat Golden State with Houston. And he blow out his hamstring. Like every time he get going, man, something happened to this guy. Now he's under COVID protocol. If he did test positive and he's not vaccinated, he's probably going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks.
You know who Chris Paul was? Chris Paul was the greatest Laker that never was.
Straight up.
You know, like he had all the good opportunities. I mean, he made centers look like they were the man. You know what I'm saying?
Tyson
Chandler was weak.
Come on, like I say this: you gotta have that one situation where it's like everybody not gonna be, Robert Horry. You know what I'm saying? Where they just got the right manager and he's getting them where he's supposed to go.
Right.
I feel like Chris Paul he's shown us time and time again that he can get you there, but he can't get you there. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not Rondo. Like I'm picking Rondo. Sorry. I'm taking Rondo to the final. That's why the Lakers lost. When we got rid of Rondo, it was a wrap for us. Because we didn't have a court leader.
You're right. I think it's more of the durability factor. Because Chris Paul, every team he goes to, the team is in contention. But for some reason, his luck with his body, every time this is a clear path to the finals. You got LeBron is out, Kawhi is out, KD's team lost 2 superstars. It's a perfect time for him to get a championship. And he gets COVID. It's like, damn, this man, he just must have been doing some fuck shit.
And COVID was supposed to have been gone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
COVID supposed to be over, but Chris Paul got COVID. That's
Chris
crazy.
Paul got bad luck, man.
Now he's pandemic P.
Right.
So let's get back to the Eastern Conference, man. With Joel Embiid over there struggling with Atlanta, we can never see that Philly would be struggling with Ice Trae. Ice Trae again. Ice Trae over there doing his shit, bro. Like he looking like a real vet out there, man. And the way like him and Luka, the way they got like this hesitation thing where when they blow by you, they like kind of hesitate and have you on their back where they can control you. Like this is a new like approach to the game. Like him and Luka got that shit on lock, man. That shit is like unstoppable. Like everybody thought he was going to be the next Steph Curry, but his game has transitioned to something completely different than what Steph Curry do. Like, but Joel Embiid, man, 0 for 12 in the fourth quarter, and he misses the game-winning layup. It was a layup, literally right at the rim. He's 7 foot, 7'8" wingspan. You have to jump 3 inches and just put the ball in the hoop, and you just blew the layup.
He can't, bro. He's playing on one knee. One of his knees got I forgot the injury, but it's one of those injuries that usually take, you know what I'm saying, no less than 3-4 weeks to get over. And he came out and played on the like Metta World Peace Day. I think it was the same one that Metta World Peace had when he was with the Lakers in 2012 when Dwight and them was there. That was the same injury that Embiid got. Metta World Peace came and played. His crazy ass came and played back on it in 2 days, but it takes 3 or 4 weeks. So you got to remember, he is a big 7 foot, 300-pound big man putting all that pressure on that knee. He's clearly not 100% because we know Embiid, he shows up. He be murdering niggas down there. And if he's going over 12 and 4, that's not Embiid. I don't want to use it as an excuse, but he definitely playing on one leg. Yeah. And Ben Simmons is sorry as fuck, by the way. I'm sorry. Whoever likes Ben Simmons is sorry.
He's supposed to be the next LeBron.
No, hell no. I don't even know a LeBron fan, but I ain't gonna disrespect Bron like that. He ain't no Bron. Bron is 20 times past his level was at that age. Yeah.
Bron, I mean, they got him and LeBron do got something in common though. They both can't shoot free throws.
For real.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you think that Philly, if they get out of this series with Atlanta, which I think they are, do you think that Philly has a chance against Brooklyn or Milwaukee?
They're getting swept.
Or is that as far as they go?
That's as far as they go.
I think that's as far as they go. I mean, if you go against Giannis and them, I don't. If Giannis and them beat Brooklyn, I don't. That's so much momentum that he's going to have. They're just going to ride off of that. Like, oh, we got a clear path to the NBA Finals. Then going, oh, we're gonna play Phoenix in the finals. Oh man, this is our championship year. I don't think Philly got enough because I think isn't Danny Green still injured?
Mm-hmm. Who the fuck is
Danny Green's injured.
Danny who?
Danny what?
Hey, I'm just trying to find some shooters on the team.
but you see over there with Giannis over there fumbling the game winning go ahead bucket and shit, you know, like Giannis over there scared of Durant. Like Durant got that. I wasn't even a real Kobe fan, but he got that Kobe look in his eyes right now. You seen out there and he went out there and he played all 48 minutes and he missed one free throw away from tying his career playoff high with 50. Like
but y'all got to remember, Durant is sensitive. He's a sensitive nigga. He hear what everybody's saying about him. He hear everybody saying he can't carry a team. He hear everybody saying Harden, you can't do it without a super team. He hear all that shit. Durant got burner Twitter accounts, so he tapped into what everybody's saying about him. Trust me, and he was a product of Kobe too. Let's not get it fucked up. Go check his interviews. He's a Kobe nigga. So he said, "Y'all got me fucked up. I got that mama mentality. I'm about to come drop 50 point triple double on y'all niggas," and that's what he did.
He was a Sonic.
Exactly.
My man's at.
Exactly.
So then, who y'all got
off of an Achilles injury? That ain't easy to come back from.
But he did take a whole year off, so technically he's not. He took a whole year off.
Hey, I'll say this. To me, Kevin Durant is a phenomenal basketball player. He had the best 11 minutes in basketball ever in history. He had 11 points in 11 minutes. Played defense, broke into Mr. Glass, faded off into the sunset. You feel me? But he definitely was like that 11 minutes, bro, when he about to bring Golden State back like that. Mm-hmm. I thought that was the coldest, you know what I mean? Like 11 minutes.
So with everybody injured and the way things are going in the East, man, who do y'all got to win the Eastern Conference?
Brooklyn. I'm still rolling with
Kevin. You still with Brooklyn?
Kevin Durant still the best player in the East.
But did you see Harden? Did you see the way Harden was out there? He was man. And if Kyrie's going to be out for at least.
And Simmons over Kevin Durant is eliminating them bums by himself.
Kevin Durant's not injured?
No.
I'm going KD, bro.
KD.
If that's what
at the end of the day,
he's healthy.
Yeah.
KD in the ring this year.
At the end of the day, with all the teams that are playing right now, KD is the best player that's playing playoff basketball right now. He's the best player. Kawhi's out, so you can't go, well, Kawhi's better than KD, so he out. Who's better than KD right now?
Nobody.
So if KD pulls this off, then the conversation becomes: is KD better than LeBron?
That's not a conversation. He's been better than LeBron. That's only LeBron fans is going to say
not
that.
Better. I'm talking about greater. As far as will he be in the GOAT conversation? Will he replace LeBron in the conversation with Kobe and Jordan?
He's not there yet.
I'm not a LeBron fan.
But if he wills this Brooklyn team the way they are to this championship this year, wouldn't that be some legendary shit?
It would, but if we're looking at all-time legacy, Durant is missing a few things. Durant has yet to make an all-defensive team. That's important. He's yet to make an all-defensive team, and he's still behind in rings, and he's still behind in the MVP. That's the shit that the criteria that people give for that GOAT shit. So the Durant is missing a few key accomplishments that I think right now, Durant has been better than LeBron for the past when he busted his ass in the finals 2 years in a row. When he did that, I said, okay, he better than that nigga because he averaged 35 on 60% shooting and got MVP on LeBron's neck. So Durant been better than LeBron. But as far as all time, I don't think he got to get a few more accolades to pass Bron all time.
Is Durant better than Kobe?
Fuck no. We're not even going to go there.
Okay. No, I'm only saying that because, Durant's not better than Kobe.
No.
You can't compare Durant to LeBron yet because that's where the debatable comes in. People will put Kobe over LeBron. Like your three can be like, I take Jordan, or some people go, I take LeBron, or I take Kobe. You don't hear nobody saying I'm taking Durant, so he ain't there yet. He needs to get a couple more superstars on his team so he can win some more championships, and then.
He got to go to the finals 9 years in a row.
He basically did that in Golden State. He just did that in Golden State. That was 3 years in a row.
This year, since Harden and Kyrie's out, for me, I finally get to see Durant do it by himself.
Wait,
he's always had Westbrook.
We gotta stop saying that. LeBron didn't do shit by himself. LeBron had to go with Dwayne Wade, a Finals MVP, Chris Bosh, who averaged 25 and 10 the year before he got to Miami. LeBron joined two superstars to go get his rings. After that, he doubled back and joined Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, who was averaging 26 and 12 on Minnesota. He went and joined two more superstars. Oh, what did he do after that? He went and got Anthony Davis, arguably the best player in the league. Missed the playoffs the year before that and won a championship when he got Anthony Davis. So let's stop acting like other players don't do LeBron.
Have any of those players
look at this comment. We got a comment here. Somebody saying they putting KD over LeBron. There must be a millennial. He must be like 25 years old. Nobody would know. Real life experience is gonna put.
Hey, if you add it up, I'm putting Kobe over Jordan.
Hey, that's bro. Nigga.
I'm a Jordan fan. Like it's okay to change. It's okay to read them, and you know what I mean. And read sometimes, like Kobe Bryant was against all odds. Like there was no basketball player against all odds like Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? To the point where, like MJ ain't doing no what's that show he was doing? Where you talking about breaking down the players?
The ESPN detail.
The detail. MJ ain't never did no detail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Kobe Bryant to me was the greatest player because through all the adversity, bro, even chasing Jordan, he still did it his way. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta give it.
That's real. I don't know. I still gotta keep Jordan as the greatest. LeBron, he could have pulled it off if he stayed in Cleveland. Yeah. He went to LA, listened to Obama. Instead of all type of black niggas getting killed, and you want to go win a bubble championship. And then you want to lose this year, and then niggas get injured, and you on Twitter talking about, see, I told you we starting the league too. If you would have ended the league in the bubble and not win that weak-ass bubble championship while black people out here getting murdered by the police, then we wouldn't have talking about a fast, elongated season.
Right.
He was complaining about the play-in. The play-in wouldn't have been there because he would have been a full season, full 82 games.
And he's capping because Last year when the pandemic hit, them niggas took 4 months off. LeBron, shut the fuck up.
So
Exactly.
Is that championship an
Is
asterisk?
this considered
That weak ass.
is this
To me,
is
look
this
at
going to
Miami.
be considered like an asterisk as
Not
well?
back to the
With
finals
everybody
last
being
year
injured?
If it wasn't no bubble.
I got you.
Miami would have got their ass whooped by Milwaukee like they did this year. Miami was lucky because it was a bubble. Think about it. The
Look,
players
I put it like this: LeBron can't really be in the conversation.
Airplanes, hotels, none of that shit.
Right. LeBron can't really be in the conversation for the GOAT because one, he lost to Dirk Nowitzki.
Right.
Second,
Talk your shit.
fucking Ray Allen saved your ass. You didn't hit the shot. Ray Allen hit the shot.
Right.
Second, Kyrie hit the shot. You didn't hit the shot. Kyrie hit the shot. So
You
what
only
did
made
you
it
do?
1 year because D Rose got in.
No, let's go to last year in the bubble.
Right.
Who hit the shot and screamed Kobe?
Anthony Davis.
Was that now Anthony Davis hit the shot?
Anthony
Everybody
Davis.
hit the shot but you.
They almost lost to Denver.
Come on, bro. And then when everybody say LeBron did it by himself, he can never be mentioned with the GOATs, man.
Never.
Especially
Hey,
now
my
after what
question
he
is,
did.
if KD wins this, if he wins this, is there an asterisk by it because everybody's injured?
No.
Because
He came back and did his shit.
Because
He took
Kawhi's
advantage.
championship is an asterisk.
Nah.
No, not at all.
Got hurt.
No.
Hey, bro, that's the game, though.
KD didn't get
That
hurt.
was a super team. The super team had to end somehow.
I'm just saying.
God intervened. The super team had to end some way. You can't just have super teams forever.
If
All right,
KD
so
didn't get hurt, Kawhi was in trouble.
all right, man. So let's get back.
Go say anyway.
Let's get back to the real GOAT, Michael Jordan. So now he's transferring over to football. He just signed Dak Prescott to a 5-year Jordan Brand deal. So now Jordan Brand is crossing over into the NFL. Dak Prescott left Adidas and just signed 5 years with Michael Jordan, man. What y'all think about Jordans on the football field?
See,
What does that look like? Now you out there with some 11s on, with some cleats in them.
Jordan,
Like, nigga,
Michael, sir, if he would have had a nigga like me working for him, he would have been on the NFL field 15 fucking years ago. That's a genius ass idea. He should have been having niggas on the football field in Jordan cleats. What? Come on, man. Picture if he did that shit when Michael Vick was playing, and he would have signed Michael Vick and how hot Michael Vick was at the time. Come on, my nigga. Come on, bro. Jordan should have did this shit 15 years ago. He late to the party, but it's still a good idea. But I'm saying he could have been established a bag off that shit and had the whole NFL by now. I love it though.
Black money exchanging hand to hand, I'm with it.
Man.
I'm with it.
Man.
My thing is, MJ, you are a horrible. You are a horrible owner. You know, them Hornets. Oh Lord Jesus.
But they got LaMelo now.
Yeah, but he
Miles
also,
Bridges is dunking on
but he
everybody.
also paid a lot of money for Hayward.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But he can't get nobody over there in Charlotte. He got to give whoever.
so his ownership skills, being an owner and doing all that, you know, it's to be questioned. But Jordan, when it comes to your shoes, you need to take that same thought process and put it on the court.
Yeah,
and you will see the Hornets do better.
that's true.
Good job, Jordan.
He did good though. He drafted Melo. Melo. I'm telling y'all, I've been watching Melo personally since he was in 8th grade. I done seen this kid grow up, and back then I was saying like, this nigga is gonna be the one. Everybody was saying, and he sprouted to 6'8", and he big, and he played a year over. Melo's about to take over the fucking league.
Yeah, LaMelo, he ain't even really a scorer right now. When he unlock, he hitting them threes too. He ain't like his bro. He splashing shit out there. And he gonna get bigger, bro. He like what, 17, 18?
Right.
Hey,
Man, this nigga gonna be LaMelo's gonna be a superstar.
Yeah.
Lonzo, I don't know if Lonzo's gonna be. He's probably just gonna be an average player, but LaMelo
That
is gonna be
one great Jordan. Ball is one great Jordan move.
That makes up Kwame Brown, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That makes up a Kwame trash ass Brown. That's for sure. Sorry, nigga.
Okay, so Let's get to this
tomorrow.
I wish probably would.
Let's switch gears, man, and get to this vaccination news, man. So after the second recall of the Johnson & Johnson, they are now coming out with the Johnson & Johnson vaccination shot for the third time. Why, if it keep fucking up, like why do they keep bringing this one back? Don't we got enough vaccinations for everybody? No. Like, I don't understand why they keep bringing up this vaccination, and it's the only one that's a one single dose shot. So why is everybody else's vaccination multi-dose, but you keep fucking up with this single dose vaccination? Like, what the fuck? Like, why don't they just leave that shit alone? Like, I don't get it. What's your thoughts on this?
Bro, it's the government, man. There's always some bullshit behind it. We can't really pinpoint what it is exactly, or it's hard to really say exactly what it is, but you gotta believe there's some bullshit behind it. Like, they've been doing this forever. Not necessarily with a sickness, but with everything government ran, it's always some bullshit. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about Johnson & Johnson in particular. Maybe they're being used as the face, but it's weird to keep bringing back something 3 or 4 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think it's some bullshit behind it.
I got my vaccination. It's off the honor system. I got mine, I promise.
What's the deal?
Listen, your thoughts? Man, let's not even talk about the vaccination. We're talking about Johnson & Johnson, the same Johnson & Johnson that when some of us were little babies, well, maybe not us, it was done by then. When people had their little babies and they thought baby powder was the way to, make sure your baby's butt didn't itch and stuff like that, people used Johnson & Johnson. And when they used Johnson & Johnson, later on down the road, Johnson & Johnson had to pay a healthy amount of money, AKA they were sued because your baby powder was giving people cancer. Yo, baby powder giving people cancer. Now the same Johnson & Johnson company came out with a vaccine, and with that vaccine, your first vaccine is giving people blood clots. So you went from giving people cancer, giving people blood clots. Now you going after it the third time. If we didn't learn from the baby, powder, and we didn't learn from the first vaccine, if you take the Johnson & Johnson and they say it's the third one, I'll be waiting for you in that commercial that comes out and be like, have you taken the Johnson & Johnson? Call 1-800.
For real, like, even if they offer it, like, who's going to take Johnson & Johnson at this point? Like, with all the options, if you're going to get vaccinated, why the hell would you go get the third trial of Johnson & Johnson? Like, nigga, nobody going to get that shit, bro. You might as well stop producing it. They probably going to try to force it on the bums or something. You know how America do. And the next thing you know, all the bums going to die or the bums going to... That's what happened in I Am Legend, man, with the zombie apocalypse. It was a fucking vaccine that turned everybody into zombies. If they get these Johnson & Johnson to the bums, it's going to be a real... They already zombies. You give them the Johnson & Johnson, nigga, it's going to be a real zombie apocalypse. For real.
Damn.
That shit real, man. Fuck that, man. They need to take that shit off the shelves. So, California, man, officially back outside. They're saying that mask restrictions are lifted, but technically they're only lifted for vaccinated people. You have to be vaccinated to wear your mask. They're saying vaccinated people are free to do whatever you want. Unvaccinated people still have to follow COVID protocols. But regardless, everybody is back outside and they're saying fuck COVID. What's your thoughts on, you know what I'm saying, coming out the back end of this COVID shit with all the stimulus checks and niggas running up the bag with all the scams and Donald Trump getting the fuck up out of here And all the shit that happened during this fucking year and a half, 2 years. Looking back on this shit, how y'all feel about the restrictions being lifted and life trying to go back to whatever normal is going to be from now on?
How I feel about it, I think it's the new age. It's not okay. I'm going to give this disclaimer. It is not in the same category, but I feel it's like the new age discrimination. Besides the discrimination we already get. I mean, if you're vaccinated, you can do whatever the hell you want. If you're not vaccinated, let's say you go to your job, your job says, hey, if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. But if you're not vaccinated, you have to wear a mask. That's a form of discrimination, right? Why are you punishing me? Maybe I'm not vaccinated and I don't want to wear a mask. Why do they get these perks? Because they're not rights. So why do they get these perks and I don't? It's a form of that new age kind of control you, tell you, and try to force you. I mean, going back to the vaccination right quick, if you giving out trips, and I know some like in Palmdale,
they're giving out like 50,000. It's a COVID lottery, a vaccination lottery.
You giving out trips and lotteries. You don't think
we're seeing a weed commercial? They're giving out weed. You get vaccinated and you get a joint on the way out.
They're giving out weed too. You don't think that's an agenda? Why are they pushing this vaccine so hard on you? Why are they giving you money to get vaccinated? Did they give you money and then they want you to talk about you have to show proof that you got vaccinated.
Right.
It's the same thing as, I mean, I put it in the same category as if I all of a sudden shave my head bald. It's like somebody coming up to me, because nowadays people come up, are you vaccinated? Are you vaccinated? Hey, are you vaccinated? It's the same thing. Like if I shave my head bald, nobody coming up to me saying, hey, do you got cancer, y'all? So it's an agenda they pushing on us. They're just trying to segregate us even more.
Man, these masks, I'm glad this mask bullshit is over. I don't know how they saying you got to be vaccinated to not wear a mask. Like, are you going to ask somebody to have a card on you? Like, how are you going to regulate that? That's stupid as hell. But it's time to get back open. You know what I'm saying? Like, we couldn't hide inside forever. I mean, what's going to be is what's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately, this pandemic did take out a lot of people. It hurt a lot of families, and it caused a lot of damage. So I don't want to discount for what people who did lose people close to them and who did go through this sickness. That's messed up. But as far as keeping everybody inside, and I just don't think that was any more healthy. I mean, you got to think about the kids and the school system. I got my 3, and I know a lot of people with kids, and everyone's kids struggle, with being inside. Kids need to be around each other. They can go crazy being inside. So I think it's about time for everybody to open up back the world and take our precautions. And, if they got to shut it back down, then they just got to shut it back down again. But we can't just keep hiding in this shit forever, man. So I'm excited for the world to be back open up so we can get to doing what we were doing before, making brands, building business, helping people, getting people off the street, shit like that.
I mean, for me, I feel like they got that thing called herd immunity. So, which is once you get around 85% of people having it, then it's really not gonna spread or contaminate so much, right? So, for me, it's like that. It's like when you looking at something that's detrimental, of course, you take the safety precautions and you wash your hands, you do everything you're supposed to do. It never really hit my home or hit my people. But one thing about the pandemic, I feel like it put everybody on an even playing field. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was here. And like yo, you need it like I need it. Right. You ain't no bigger than I. You know what I mean? Right. Even the Fortune 500s to the mom and pop company, it put everybody on an even playing field, and it kind of gave people fresh starts as well. So For me, it was good and bad. You know what I mean? It was bittersweet type of situation. And I got to see my people get some money. Yeah, come out. Yeah, come out.
That's one thing for sure is that this pandemic made black people, even if it was just to go get the money, and made them get their paperwork right. Because a lot of us, existed in the space, but niggas didn't have their paperwork right. They didn't even see it as a necessary evil. But at the same time, niggas got to start to learn the system and understand these taxes, because that's a whole nother ball game in itself. So if you're gonna play this business, you gotta play for keeps. You gotta understand what you're doing. And nigga, that's what Baby Boy was talking about. You gotta learn the difference between guns and butter. Little dumb motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You see, he came in, he said, I see you got your little business. That's cool. But it's rules that come with this shit, little niggas. And niggas don't understand that shit. Like niggas just think that it's all niggas is all for the flash. At the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, they don't even want it for no reason. They just wanted to have it, to say that they did it. And niggas is so temporary, it's ridiculous. That's why I don't fuck with temporary niggas. You could go be temporary over there, because I ain't on that shit.
Yeah, I did see a lot of not just men but women too start their own businesses off the pandemic. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people had to, because that's what I meant. See, when your ass had to stay inside, you had to learn something new. You had to pick up something different. You know what I'm saying?
But it's a lot of niggas that came out this pandemic that didn't learn nothing different.
Right.
Yeah, and it's over. You came out, it's over. And you didn't come out with no new skill.
Timberland, look what they created off the pandemic.
I know, but I don't know. I use my peers for motivation. So literally every day, I'm not looking. I don't follow no celebrities. They don't inspire me. When I wake up in the morning and I look at Instagram and I see y'all like, yo, 15 seconds of motivation. I'm like, nigga, I gotta get up and get to it. Y'all already getting it. When I call Ronnie and I see Ronnie, he like, nigga, I'm already on my second gym session. And it's 9:30 in the morning. I'm like, oh shit. Let me get on my shit. This nigga Ronnie already getting to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's less about what you're doing. It's more about the people that you will surround yourself with. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you surround yourself with bums and they wake up, y'all niggas didn't do nothing but play PlayStation and fuck bitches all pandemic. And now I ain't do shit with it. That shit dumb. Like, man, kick it on the block. Buy gold chains. Every nigga got a gold chain now. I'm gonna go platinum. I'm gonna get a platinum chain now because these niggas played out.
Gold everything.
All right, so I'm an old school nigga, man. So I wake up in the morning with my morning blunt, and I usually read the newspaper or I watch live streams of the Senate or the Congress. And I'm watching the Senate this morning, and a bill comes across the table to turn Juneteenth into a national holiday. And within 5 minutes of it hitting the desk, it's unanimously passed. Like it was no thought to it. Like, how did this all of a sudden just reach your desk? But at the same time, the George Floyd Police Act was unanimously, whatever the fuck the word you heard, you know what I'm talking about. But it was passed in the House, and then as soon as it get to the shit, it get put on the shelf. They ain't even looked at it. It ain't even hit the floor. But you turning Juneteenth into a national holiday. You ain't giving us police reform. You got a whole police George Floyd Act sitting on, but you won't vote on that. You won't even convene on that. But then you giving us Juneteenth as a national holiday, not July 4th. So why are we celebrating July? Why is July 4th still a national holiday then? That's not independence. If we weren't independent, that's y'all independence. So now you're segregating America. Oh, this is regular America's Independence Day, and this is the rest of America's Independence Day. That's some bullshit.
I mean, I really don't like Juneteenth, bro. Like I just had this conversation yesterday. Like I feel like that's just some more shit to say. Here y'all go to pacify y'all to keep y'all off the subject. Like Juneteenth, like I feel like why is it not a date? Like it's Juneteenth. Like when was you free, nigga?
Because when they freed us, when they freed us, it took like another 6 months before they actually freed us.
Come on, man. And we supposed to celebrate that shit. We supposed to celebrate us being lack of knowledge, not knowing that we was free. So they got 6 more months of work out of us for free. We supposed to celebrate this. That's crazy.
See, and that's the problem with black people. We always want to take. What was they saying when Chauvin got the second degree murder, a small victory, whatever the fuck they said? That's the dumbest thing ever. Because okay, you can say it wasn't premeditated murder, but he had his knee on his neck for 9 minutes. That's premeditated in that moment.
Facts.
You know what the fuck you doing when you got a knee on the nigga neck for 9 minutes. So he should have got first degree murder. But everybody's all happy off of the second degree murder conviction, which he only gonna do 8 years and get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do everything in his power. He's not about to do no major time. But so what I'm saying is, if you're going to sit up here and pass Juneteenth of us, first of all, America's about trends. So Juneteenth is a trend now. I've been talking about Juneteenth for 6 or 7 years. It's other people that's been talking about it for 20, 30 years. And now all of a sudden, everybody want to jump on this Juneteenth bandwagon. So of course, the white people going to give it to us. No, we don't want that. What y'all need to stop doing is stop standing up for the national anthem. Why are black people still standing up for the national anthem, first of all? I'm not saying you got to get on your knee and kneel, but don't stand up for that shit. That shit don't mean nothing for us. Get rid of that damn song. Get rid of the 4th of July. Because like you said, you're admitting now that you still held us. You're admitting by making Juneteenth national, you guys are admitting that you're wrong, that you had these slaves. So now you're celebrating 2 different Independence Days in America where we're supposed to be together. You define the country even more with this shit. You know, it's white people out there and racist people out there mad that this is a national holiday now. They mad as fuck. So look what their agenda is. I'm telling you, that's some bullshit. Black people, we got to stop taking these small ass victories, these supposed victories, and go for more, because that's some fuck shit. We don't need that. No, we don't need that shit.
My opinion on it is, I mean, hey, doesn't that make we have officially, I mean, not counting like Martin Luther King and anything like that, we officially have 29 days, y'all. We got 29 days because they gave us the shortest month of the year. So they gave us February, right? So if we add Juneteenth with February, we got 29 days. So we still don't even have a whole month. That's a fact. But just giving us a day means nothing because we have Martin Luther King Day, right? We got Black History Month, right? George Floyd's still dead, you know. Breonna Taylor's still dead, you know. We still getting harassed by the police. We still dying by the hands of the police. And so just giving us holidays, you know, they're just like, hey, let's give these people holidays, you know. And
then go out and arrest a bunch of niggas on that holiday. Oh, they're gonna be out drunk. We're gonna arrest 100,000 of them that day.
Come on.
And I have to do some more facts on it, but what I heard was, let's take Martin Luther King Day. Arizona don't even celebrate that. So how many states are going to decide, you know what, we ain't celebrating no Juneteenth?
All the red states.
So what victory does this give us?
You see, but anything that the white man gives us is not a victory.
Exactly.
A victory has to come from conquering. We have to go and take our victories. So you think that you're gonna get a win from somebody giving you something? You got a fucked up mentality.
The white man
want a victory, we gotta go take a victory.
I'm just saying, the white man gave us the Bible. We couldn't read, right? We weren't allowed to read. We weren't allowed to learn how to read, but they gave us the Bible. They're going to give us the golden tool. I'm just saying.
And the Bible said, obey your master.
I'm just saying.
How you put that in the Bible? Jesus said that?
Yes.
Come on, bro.
That scripture is misinterpreted, but that's what
okay, well, preach on it then. Give me your thoughts
Clear it
on
up.
it.
It was more of talking. The Bible is based upon. It depends.
They're parables. I get them.
It's in parables, metaphors, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
But the Bible. It's just a different debate. We'll just get on that.
I get it. The Bible is like Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah,
it's like it got some fucked up stories in it, but if you look under the fucked up stories, you get the message.
Yeah,
Tales from the Crypt used to always teach you a smooth ass message, but they are kill niggas and fucking do voodoo on you, nigga, and all type of shit.
Right.
But
and what the white man did was take what, once again, just like Juneteenth, they took the Bible and they used it against us. Same thing with whatever they have planned with Juneteenth. Let's give you this, but we're gonna take like 10 of y'all niggas with it. So
they're gonna give us everything in the world but police reform. As soon as you bring up some police reform, niggas get quiet as hell. They change the subject. They don't want to talk about it. You bring up a bill about a national holiday, they was happy as hell to pass that shit. It's crazy. It's different. It's different when you hear it pass and when you see it pass.
Yeah.
I watched that shit. I'm smoking a blunt this morning watching this shit. Like, these white people were like damn near metaphorically high-fiving each other. Like, hey, fucking Tom, look what we did. You know what I'm saying? We helped the niggas. And it's like, what? Like, bro.
Hey, Billy, if we give them this day, then what's happened is they're going to shut up for like 10 years. So if we do our calculations right, oh my gosh, that's like 100,000 niggas right there.
Well, here's the kicker, Billy. It's not even real day.
We got these niggas.
Got him.
Got him again.
Motherfuckers, man. This is America for real, man. Let's get some shout outs before we get up out of here, man.
Oh man, you know what it is. Shout out to Brand of Encouragement, Man Things, Politician Podcast. Shout out to the Higher Learning, boy Ronnie. Shout out to Focus on the Future. So man, woke up this morning, and when I woke up this morning, I was like, hey, I told my wife, I was like, yo, did you eat Lucky Charms, girl? And she was like, yeah, I did. Why? I was like, damn, girl, you look magically delicious. She was like, hey, listen, not only did I eat Lucky Charms, but when I went to the doctors today, they said I have a vitamin D deficiency. So could you help me out with that once you get off the politician? I was like, I got you, girl.
He said vitamin D deficiency. Stupid, man. You are bird. Oh my god.
I don't know how you keep going with that shit, boy.
How you come up with this shit every week? Man, shout out to the PolitiKan Forum. Shout out to the team, Higher Learning. Shout out to Brand of Encouragement. Shout out to Relative TV. Shout out to Focus on the Future, EYS, Parker Productions. Shout out to the fans and everybody who continue to fuck with us. Keep watching. Y'all gonna see something. Keep on watching. Shout out to my man right here for coming on.
Come on, man.
Hey.
I appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Shit, shout out y'all, man. Shout out PolitiKan. You already know, man. Here to Cali, follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna be on here a couple more times because y'all be kicking up dust and fuss and talking some real shit. Fuck with y'all for sure, man. And you already know it. Oh, go get my album on So We Politic. Go get my album June 25th. The Unique Way, Unique Music. You know this. Shout out Unique Music. Shout out Big U. You already know what it is, man. You get it in.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. We got to get back to it. This shit is therapy for real. Niggas been going so hard. I've been trying to find the balance. I'm getting married July 11th. It's the final days, man. Winding this down. You know, my wife to be, she's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I gotta make that woman happy. So that's all I'm focused on right now. Getting through this marriage, getting to this date, man, and making it official, man. But other than that, man, we never gonna stop getting to it, man. You already know. I don't know what you're gonna do with your life, but I'm gonna get to it, man. PolitiKan The Podcast. We out here.